Hello, 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 everyone. It is Thursday, 3:30. We are here with Dr. Thomas. I am Melissa, and we are here to have our consciousness conversation. So very, very excited. I am a master instructor with integrated energy therapy, and now Dr. Thomas is unified healing.
I'm everything.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I am. Yes, I'm a Reiki. I've done Reiki. I can do Reiki. Now I'm officially a unified healing field, unity field healing. We'll get it. Yes. We'll get into that because trust me, we'll get into that. That was this past weekend. I happened to step into the ring. I'll just say, unexpectedly. Next thing you know, I'm being trained.
It's synchronicity. It's synchronicity. You know, you what comes to you at the right time with the right people and the right situation. Like, that's just beautiful how the universe joins up the dots and puts us in the right place with the right people at the right time. So very excited about that. So congratulations.
All right, thank you. Just bear with me for a second. I'm going to send this out to a few people.
Yeah, no worries. Hello, everyone. Hello. So this is the conversation. Don't forget that Dr. Thomas and I have been doing this for almost about a year now. And so all of those conversations are on the YouTube playlist at guidance311.com. I'm so sorry, guys. I got so excited about doing this, I forgot to turn off my phone. So that playlist is on YouTube at Guidance311, and the playlist is called Consciousness Conversation. So check that out. We have been talking all things consciousness, 5D consciousness versus 3D consciousness, and ascension and awakening, spirit guides, spiritual teachers, energy, definitely energy. So wherever you are on your journey, check out that playlist and take whatever resonates, because that's why we're here doing this with each and every one of you. For those of you watching live, welcome. For those of you watching on the replay, welcome. Please, hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay. Please give us a heart, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Don't forget, our information is in the description box. You can always find more information on me at guidance311.com. And Dr. Thomas's playlist, his YouTube channel, is at TDI PhD. So if you haven't gone over there, he does a weekly chat. So what was your topic this week?
I haven't done it yet. It will be probably tonight or tomorrow. It is on. It is the last talk on discernment. So this month has been discernment. They go by months. So this one's been discernment, and I know what we're talking about. It's gonna be about what happened this weekend, but all about the discernment that's around that and around your life and how it guides you, because it's all been a process. That's the beauty of what I've been channeling. It's a process that has taken us from the beginning of love to our simple lives to, all right, now what our fears are coming into play, to, okay, how do we combat it? And now how do we use discernment in our life to truly understand what we should be listening to and how we should be guiding our paths that we're on in relation to what is being thrown at us. Mm-hmm. And that's really what discernment is, that self-judgment of what decisions to go, what choices to make, where to be going with your life, who to be listening to, what to be listening to. And so that's what I've been talking about. That's what I've been channeling this month. And so that's probably this week, or probably today or tonight, I'll go live with that. It just happens when it happens.
Right. No, that's it. And I guess that goes back to synchronicity, right? Right time, right place, right field. And yes, and right energy level. You know, sometimes as spiritual teachers or channelers, we have to be very aware of where we are energetically. And so, yes, doing it when it is at the right time is absolutely part of it. So hello, Stacia. Hello, Darlene. Hello, Monica. Hello, Onessa. Welcome, welcome everyone, welcome. So today, what was coming up for me in the field was support. Last night I had a beautiful conversation, actually meditation and healing in my community. And the theme that ran through both of those things was protection and support, and that we have all the support that we need in the non-physical that is willing and ready to jump into the physical with us. But we have to invoke, we have to set intentions. So today I thought we would talk about who is in the field or what is the support on the other side. Because I know for many people who struggle and feel like they can't manifest their best life, maybe really frustrated with manifestation or the law of attraction, in any way that your life isn't working out, or especially in this Mercury retrograde, holy cow, guys, it's been an energy, right? So you may be being brought back to something, or something's kind of smacking you in the face that you thought you had overcome or figured out, and it's proving not to be the case. So I thought that this idea of, or topic of protection and support might be timely. And, you know, who is that comes in and supports us? Who is in our field or around us in the non-physical? And one of the things that I came to several years ago that I didn't recognize, you know, I grew up knowing that I had a guardian angel, feeling my guardian angel, not knowing who that guardian angel was or what that was all about, just knowing that I always felt like I had that support system. And one of the things in doing this work that I've recognized is that our soul is much larger than can fit into our physical body. And so that part of us that is on the other side is always there guiding us. And if you've been following me at all for any length of time, you know that I talk about getting in connection and having a relationship with your higher self, and or your oversoul, or what that part of you that is on the other side, with the roadmap, right? With the directional. And so how to get into connection with that, how to get into being able to trust and act on that is very, very important, and also a lot of what brings people to me. How do I trust and act on that? How do I know, right? And I think that ties really well into discernment, because you have to have discernment. If we're not careful, we can't, or we'll end up going down the road of the ego. And so you really have to learn how to discern between what is ego and what is your higher self. And what I will say is that your higher self is always going to lead you in a new direction. If you are feeling like you're being told to go down a road you've already gone down, or to take the easy path, the safe path, what feels the safe path, right? That is never going to be the direction. That is never going to be the direction. The direction is always going to be in that new direction where you get uncomfortable. Never going to be the direction. That is never. And so that's why it's important to get into discernment, really getting quiet so that you can know what your soul or your higher self is trying to communicate with you. And so that, I think, is the most important support system that each and every one of us has, that's inside of us, that is part of us. And it does take practice to get in touch with, but it's always there. It's always there.
So there's a lot. There's a lot that you said. There's a lot that can go in many different directions with this conversation. The soul versus ego is something that we channeled about a few months ago. And that's the first thing. The ego is part shadow self. It is about keeping in control, keeping within the norm, keeping within society, keeping within the what is already known. And so the first thing people, and you mentioned this, listen to your soul versus ego. It's not necessarily always going to be the new path or something different. It's a little different when you're in those situations of what should I do? Where am I going? If you stopped yourself, and this takes practice, and you just felt what is right for me, your body will give you the answer. The body will give the answer every time. It will be a feeling you get, a gut feeling you have. It will be there for you. It will be almost instantaneous to what it is you want to do and what is right. And it might be down the path you've been down before because you got to take a different turn there, or you got to learn something about it to get there. But chances are, it is going to be a path or something that's going to have a little uncertainty, or something like, ooh, what is going to happen because you haven't done it that way before. And the result is going to be unknown if you can let go of it. But listening to yourself is the key. Listening to what feels right for you. Because what is right for you is not right for everyone. It is right for you. And that's why your soul, your guidance system, is telling you this is what you should do. And you may be like, this is silly. I should really go and take a rest. I want to be doing all these things. But you want me to do this? Okay, I'll do this. Or like me, and I was fighting it. Oh my goodness, I was fighting it. I'm like half channeling, half not channeling. So I'm just doing this my way now.
That's okay.
Like I was fighting going to the UFH, Unity Field Healing training this past weekend. I signed up and went on. I signed up a week ago on like the Wednesday night to go for the Friday night thing, just because to support our friend Sheila, and because Meddy said, I'm going if you're going. I'm like, okay, so you're going, so I'll go. Just Friday night, meet John Ryan and go from there. So I'll go. And I wasn't planning on staying. And in fact, my ego was like, oh, you can go home and do nothing. You don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. Everyone's told you don't need to be here. But this is where now something. These important people in my path, in my guide is in this, we're like, come, you need to stay. You need to be here. And I didn't know why. And I was like, I'm really going to waste my whole weekend. A weekend I have off with nothing to do and I can do whatever I want and things to do around the house. I'm going to go for, not almost 12-hour days and be gone. Mm-hmm. And I just did. Mm-hmm. I said, you know what? This is what feels. I knew deep down it felt right, but my ego was like, no. The ego's like, no. Haha, you have other things to do. You can do other things. But deep down, I had to listen to the right guidance that was around me to say, yes, I need to be there. Now, what happened? A whole different story. But this is important to understand. So you have, I get it. Yeah, I know. You have the ego and you have the soul, and you talk about listening to the soul. But beyond that, around you, you come into this life. Everyone comes into this life with, I'm going to call them whatever you want to call them, 2 guides, 2 angels, 2 whatever you want to call them. Here's what people don't get. You say the words, and some people at spiritual say you have guides. They say, I'm speaking to this angel, that angel. They're the same. I'm doing this my way. I'm just doing this one. They're the same. Mm-hmm. Your guides will appear to you however you expect them to appear, how you need them to appear. And guess what? They can change.
Well, not only can they change, but you have your long-term guides, you have your ascended masters who really are about your purpose. They're not really worried about like your day to day, right? But you have the guides that are your companions that are there for your day to day. You have guides that come in for just certain situations that you're going through that can support you through that situation because in their incarnation, they went through that situation. So they can help you with that. So there's definitely like
Well,
this, and this is why I call it team.
right. Well, let me take a step back. You come in with 2. More come along as you develop and grow, and they can be a variety of things. But you have your 2 and your higher self, which is technically 3, but that's a different thing. But then more come along. Like, for example, we talked about this. If a parent passes or you have a child that passes, more than likely the agreement that you have made with them is they will stay with you until you pass. Right. And you will do the same. Part of your soul will be with you. So there is a team. Your ancestors are around you. The soul can be many places at many times. The
other thing I would like to say too is for those of you who are stepping into your like psychic ability, you have a gatekeeper. And I love to tell this story because this happened to me. So I had a gatekeeper that I was very comfortable with. I had built my relationship with my gatekeeper. And your gatekeeper is that spirit guide that is going to keep you safe when you're getting in connection with other spirit guides and other crossed over loved ones or basically anybody on the other side, right? And my spirit guide and I had a relationship and I could feel the energy of my gatekeeper and I was very comfortable with the way I received my information. But like Dr. Thomas said, they change. Some of your guides will change, and one of them that can change and has changed in my life is my gatekeeper. And how I receive my information now is different. And the reason that my gatekeeper changed was because I became different. I became a different vibration, right? Changed my vibration. I moved up. And so in that evolution, that growth, your team will grow with you on the other side. And one of my ascended masters that, I was uncomfortable with, especially when he first came in, because, I went through that whole imposter syndrome, like, who am I? I'm nobody special. Like, why would, Christ be working with me? Having been raised that Roman Catholic girl, right? And having Jesus on a pedestal. And so what we have to understand is these ascended masters and these guides, whoever they are, they're all of love. And it's all about supporting you on your journey, on your mission, on your purpose, helping you in your life in the way that is going to be most beneficial for you. And so not to push anybody off or block any support because you're feeling not good enough or not worthy or not important enough. And that's what you have to understand. They're here for each and every one of us, and they're all here, and they will show up when you need them, depending on what you're going through and what you're calling, right? One of the important things to do as in the physical vessel, right, is to invoke or set an intention to work with your guides, to work with your team, whoever they are, because that we have free will. And we have free will. So we do have to call them in and ask for them. But they're always there supporting us, loving us, and there for us. But we just have to reach out. We just have to reach out.
You have to ask. And did you say this the other day? I can't remember. But I heard this weekend or from you or something. We asked, and it might have really been this weekend, we ask sometimes a question, why me? Do you know what the answer is? Do you know what your team, your guides, whatever will say back to you? Why not you?
Mm.
And so I'll give an example. All right. He doesn't know what he wants to do. So we're just going to talk. He doesn't know. He's like, do I talk? Do you talk? Who's going to go in? We're just going to take over, okay? We're going to make it simple. Simple for him, simple for everyone. This is what we are talking about. You all made a plan. You all made agreements, plans for this life, not only with the soul family that you have, that you live with, that you've met throughout the time, but you've made plans with us. We start with your guides. You've made plans with them of what you want to experience. You also knew what you were getting into, folks. You knew very well, you older people, we talk about they're like their 30s and 40s, okay? You knew there was a chance of boom and bye-bye, or what we're in right now. And you knew it. And you made plans for both. Now, you have free choice. You do not have to see these plans through. But now that we have stepped into this new era, this new consciousness, the new 26,000 year cycle, we are now enacting what we planned. And so we are here and we are telling you, especially those that are listening, because you've already taken this. You've already said yes in this choice, in this life, in this expression that you're in. You have said yes. You can say no still anytime you want, but you have said yes to this plan. And whatever it is that you have said yes to and said, I want to be part of it, we are now here to enact it with you. And so, it's not about why me, because the answer to why me is because you wanted it. Because it's why you said yes to this expression. It is why you are here. It is why you are listening to this today. Now, whenever it is, because you said to your team, to your guides, to us, yes. And then when he came back into this life, and he came back and this how it happened, and he went through this transformation, he said yes. And so when this weekend came, and we showed him something, and we brought in a master for him to see and get energy from and wisdom, he actually went down to the fetal position, back against the wall, knees tucked, crying. And he asked the question, why me? And we are now telling you what was told later on. Why not you? Because you are so deserving. You are so amazing. You are here. You are doing some wonderful things. And so let us be clear with this. We're not even his guides. We are different. But you all have the two guides. You all have a team. And then guess what? There are masters. There are other entities that will come in and out. And this is the big thing, because he has heard it from different people this week alone. And it's funny because we showed him it this week too. So it's just letting people hear a bit that aha for him to help understand. The masters will come to you. These beings will come to you and you're like, well, why is this person channeling this person? And why is this person channeling the same person? It's like Kryan will say, there's multiple people that channel Kryan. Well, of course. There's multiple people that can connect with Jesus and his consciousness. Well, of course. The difference now comes into the discernment you must have. Because the struggle that many have is the ego with it. When you have those connections, when you have those entities that come to you, you think, I am very special. And I am the one that has the knowledge from this person, from this being, from this entity, from this master. And I must be the incarnation of this master, this being. Oh, no. You have been given the blessing of connecting with that master. Now, you may say, oh, look at the scar or the what I know. Well, of course, once you connect with the master, you are connecting. Once you connect with the person that is past, you are connecting. You yourself have so much power inside of you that you can take on that energy too. So you must be careful in yourself and how you handle yourself, because there is no hierarchy. There is no, I am better than you. I know more than you. There is roles that we all play, special parts that we all have. All the truths and the knowledge that have been given, they are there for you. And when you connect with someone, oh, it is such a blessing. But the struggle comes when you connect with someone. And he said this. He funny, silly said this, but he had to. This is why we chose the name we did for ourselves, because he had to understand it. He not tell people who he channels, because he knows who it is. And he is afraid of the hierarchy, and the people do not believe because of who we are. But it's not time for that yet. But that's how it goes. He's almost too into this, or less of the ego, which is still good, because he's developing. He is learning how to do this for when the time is right. And it's not right yet. It's getting there. But what happens is when you do have these masters, or you're channeling these entities, and it's so many think it is it. It is the being that is so powerful. And I am that being too. And I can do these amazing, wonderful things. And I am so, and you hear what he said? You hear what he said? I. It is not about the I. It is about what you said. The team, the we, what we are doing together. And that is what we want to say right now. It is about the we. Because we all are serving roles. We are all helping each other. And the entities can talk to many different people, can communicate with them. And all you need to do, you ready for this big mystery to be puzzling you? All you need to do, ask. If there is someone you want to connect with, ask. If you need help with something, ask. If you want, we don't like this, but you said it, so we're going to say it for you. If you want protection, ask. Now, we don't believe in that part, but let me state this. It is your belief that is important. So if you feel you need protection, you ask for protection. And when you're ready, we will teach you what you can do instead. But you've got to be ready for that, because you need to believe strongly in whatever it is that you are doing. And whatever it is you are asking for, you must believe it, and it must resonate with you. And we are now not all at the same point in our journeys to be saying the same things and expecting the same outcomes, or to be connecting with the same beings and to get the same results. It is funny, because we're going to share this because we want to. He went to that thing this weekend. He's not telling many of these this. And the Dr. John Ryan was teaching, and he was saying, and it was important, he said, I am teaching this the way it was explained to me, but I know it will change, and new things will come. And then guess what we did? we gave him the new things to share. Because that's how it works, no matter who you are, no matter who you're channeling. When you make connections with the other people too, you are making connections. You know what he got in return? He got the person we sent to him for the energy and the healing that he wanted. Because in exchange, so many of you are in these soul families, or in these soul galactic connections, whatever you want to call it, there's so many different ways, that when you connect with people, you never know just how the energetic field will be, too. But we are there for you. Your guides are there for you. Your team is there for you. We're like his team. We're not his guides. The guides are different. We're his team, part of the team. We just channeled it him and give him this extra wisdom. Now, let me explain this too. The wisdom, it's already inside him. We help him turn to the right page so it becomes within him available. And that is what we do for you too. As you go along your journey, we give you what we'll call your book of wisdom. It's all part of your Akasha, it's part of your DNA. It's all there for you. And as you grow, we open it up a little bit for what you need. We don't overload you because you won't handle it. It is why you only remember this expression and we don't give you all your past lives. But what we're going to do soon is give you the things in the past lives that are beneficial for the current expression. That is where we're moving in the next expressions, with the new healings, with the new energy that's out there. Because we love you. You have done it. You have taken us to this new consciousness, this new era. And we are so proud and jubilation. If you can imagine a party going on in heavens, we are doing that because of you. And now we are here. Your guides are here. Your teams are here. Whatever you want to call mermaids, aliens, angels. It no matter what you say, it's all going to be the same. They're going to give you the same message. They will work with you with the way of the specialization because you, you get this again? It comes back to you. What you believe, what you feel is important to you, what you feel you need around you, you will see and you will get. And you will then, yes, you will, we know this. You will label it. And then you will explore that label, what it means, and you will go upon that path. Whether it is a Christ consciousness, whether it is Mary Magdalene, which we have no, never meant to ask you to get on, no. Whatever it is, or if it's an alien or a fairy, whatever it is you see and want to connect with, you will then take on that expression, that energy, that whatever it is as part of what you believe for yourself. And then take out the ego. And remember, it's a we. And move forward in that love expression of the we, of the team, of how you can live your life in the most loving way. And in return, you will see how you will impact the world. We love you.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there. Thank you for joining us.
What time is it?
It is. Yes, it's time.
How long did I go? I have no idea.
Okay. It's all good. It was great. It was awesome. All right. Thank you for joining us. We will be back next week, same time, same channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we're sending you so much love and so many blessings.